everyone thinks that diabetes is a generic word or what we call sugar ki bimari.
बीमारी है.
For us, insulin means survival. Type 1 diabetes is a demanding condition. It is chronic. So basically, there is no cause, there is no cure condition. A person with type 1 diabetes has to take 180 extra decisions a day. But I genuinely think that you need to do things to keep you happy. And because a happy mind also is happy sugars. Health is a right, it's not a privilege.
Right.
They start searching for alternative cures. They start searching for ways to stop insulin, not realizing that that is actually impacting the child more negatively. It's not a disability, but what I say, it's this ability to live a life full of grace and
People with diabetes can't have sugar or sweets.
absolute myth. आप खा सब सकते हो,
Correct.
राइट, बट उसको आपको कैसे खाना है, कितने मेडिकेशन के साथ खाना है, दैट्स द गेम.
कुछ कहानियां इंस्पायरिंग नहीं, ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव होती है. This episode is about resilience, creativity, and leading change against all odds. Welcome again to the Ripple Effect Show, and this is Shweta Jain, your host. शुरू करने से पहले I want to give you a situation, a condition that not only demands your attention every hour, but also influences आप क्या खाते हैं, आप क्या एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, कितना सो रहे हैं, या इमोशनली कैसा फील कर रहे हैं. Imagine एक दिन आप उठे and then you get to know that you have to yet live a normal life, chase your dreams every day, but at the same time, imagine turning this challenge into a movement that uplifts and helps thousands of people around you. This episode is about someone who is just not living with her condition, but redefining what it means to thrive with it. Let's get ready for a conversation that will have you moved and motivated. Welcome, Jazz Sethi. How are you today?
I'm very well and I'm very excited to be here. So thank you for the invite.
Oh, yes, it's totally our pleasure. We are so honored to have you here today.
Thank you.
So, Jazz, can you tell us a little more about what a normal day looks like in the life of Jazz?
Well, to be very honest, there are no 2 days that look alike because every day there is something different happening, be it with the health advocacy work or be it with my performance bit of work that I do. I try to do a lot of things. It keeps me very charged up and energized, but no 2 days are the same.
Okay. But, motivation is one thing which we see that you are extremely motivated to whatever you are doing today, be it your choreography side or your, I have seen you do beautiful dramas at Riverside School, you choreograph, and at the same time, you manage this diabetic situation so amazingly that you're uplifting lives of thousands of people. How does this motivation, where does it come from?
I draw a lot of motivation from doing impactful work. So for me, impactful work could be classified as in any of the streams that I'm working in. With diabetes, it's about changing somebody's life or giving them free insulin or teaching them something about diabetes. And when I get those messages and I get that feedback of somebody's life has become better because of the work we are doing, that kind of motivation cannot be described. And that's what keeps me going, to try to change more lives.
Amazing. And that you're doing in true terms, it's not just said, guys, go through the website of Diabesties, you will get to know so many initiatives are in progress. So you must all follow Jazz page to know more about this. So Jazz, with projects like Detours and Mishti, you have been focusing so much on accessibility and awareness.
Yeah.
How do you do that? What goes around these two projects?
So, basically, I think there's a lot of misconception of what type 1 diabetes is in India. Everyone thinks that diabetes is a generic word or what we call sugar ki bimari.
Bimari, yes.
Right? And I'm sure you've heard this time and again. But the fact of the matter is that there are almost 7 types of diabetes, which all have different pathologies, different physiologies, and different treatment options. So Detour is a project that basically does large-scale awareness about what are the types of diabetes, how do you treat them, what are the risk signs like, how do you manage these things, and how do you break the stigma surrounding it. So we do it in corporates, in schools, in large-scale drives. So that is our effort to sensitize society and educate society. Whereas Mishti, what you talked about, accessibility is a very, very true fact in India, that disparity is a reality, and insulin is a very expensive medication. And people with type 1 diabetes, for us, insulin means survival. We cannot live without insulin, and it's expensive. So, Mishti project, serves the underserved population. So, below poverty line children, we provide them free insulin, free test strips, and more than that, free quality education and counseling and tracking. So that they're not just surviving with type 1, but they're thriving with type 1. And that's the effort and the goal.
That's amazing. But how is it different from Neve?
So Neve is our physical center. It's a physical space, and when I was growing up, I used to hate going to the hospital. It used to be clinical, it used to be sterile, it used to make me feel unwelcome.
Yeah.
A person with type 1 needs to constantly go back to their healthcare provider. They need to go and get their insulin and get their treatment. So we said, let's create a space that is fun, it is uplifting, it is exciting, and children do not feel afraid to come here. So we were in fact inspired by the Diabetes Center in Netherlands, which basically is a beautiful space which doesn't feel clinical in nature.
Okay.
Because with type 1 diabetes, you're a child, you're going to live with this condition all through your life, So we wanted to create a space that is safe, and kids feel that they want to come back here to learn more. And that's what Neve is. And Neve in Hindi means roots. And the idea is to create strong roots and a strong foundation for these kids.
Fantastic. I think that's something people can't even think of doing, because diabetes is so common and so commonly heard that to educate and empower people in this manner is something we can't think of. So medicines or insulin tak hi suna hai.
Yeah. So lived experience is very important to us. So we have about 50 people who work at Diabesties, and they all have type 1 diabetes, or they are caregivers of people with type 1. Because we truly believe that we go back to our experiences of childhood. हमारे पास क्या नहीं था when we were growing up? क्या हमारा experience कैसे better हो सकता था? So using that lived experience to guide the design of our projects, where my mom has always taught me that don't design for the user, design with the user. And in this case, we are the users, right? And using lived experience to leverage it and design our projects is something we take very, very seriously. And that's how all our projects are designed at Diabesties.
That is fantastic. ये हम सोच भी नहीं पाते, कि किसी के साथ, किसी ऐसे के साथ रहना जो already उस situation से गुजर रहा है, and then you help better.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea. ऐसा सुना है that it is difficult to manage the distress. It is difficult to manage the distress of diabetes with so many medications and lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
What is your practical advice to people who have been recently diagnosed?
So type 1 diabetes is a demanding condition. It is chronic. So basically, there is no cause, there is no cure. It is a controllable condition. It's not a curable condition. A person with type 1 diabetes has to take 180 extra decisions a day. This is statistics. This is facts. Because we are constantly thinking about, okay, मैंने अभी कुछ खाया है, कितना इंसुलिन लेना है, अच्छा 2 घंटे के बाद मेरा शुगर क्या होगा, do I need to check my sugar, am I stressed, will stress affect my sugars, is it going up, is it going down, now it's going down, I need to correct it. Your mind never stops. Because think about it, when your heart is beating, it's involuntary. You're not telling your heart कि अभी beat करो, अभी beat करो. हम हमारा pancreas बन रहे हैं. Our pancreas has stopped working, the factory is shut. So we need to act like our pancreas. And that requires constant vigilance, constant thinking, constant decision making. That can be demanding and that can be distressful, right? So my advice is always about just taking it one day at a time, and to cut yourself slack at times, and to realize that if you're having a bad day, it's a bad day, it's not a bad life.
Right.
And that's why we spend a lot of time at Diabesties focusing on mental health. With projects like Unwind and Caregivers Council. So Unwind is our mental health project where we talk about dealing with diabetes distress. And Caregivers Council is very interesting because we talk about caregivers needing care too. Type 1 is a juvenile condition. So we have kids who have been 2 months old diagnosed, 2 years old diagnosed. उसमें parents ही सब कर रहे हैं. And parents को भी distress होता है.
बिल्कुल.
So parents support other parents, we support other type 1s, and it's a really beautiful community where we're supporting each other and telling each other that we're not alone.
Wow. So that can happen so early also in life? 2
Any
months?
age. Autoimmunitis. You can happen, your body is basically attacking itself. It can happen at any age. It's more prevalent in children.
Oh my God. So, matlab, there are a lot of myths around it. I think we'll come back to the myths.
A lot of myths.
Right. So, apart from diabetes, Jazz, there are so many other chronic conditions, and living with those conditions creates a toll on the mental health of individuals. Uh, you being an extremely creative person, and dance and choreography and drama and everything has been an absolutely important integral part of your life.
Absolutely.
So how has that helped in coping, and would you suggest people to have that creative side, that creative outlet, for dealing better with any chronic condition?
I think it's absolutely crucial, right? Like, I think for all the years that I was growing up, I was able to get through all the distress of diabetes because I was continuously dancing. So it's about just finding what speaks to you. It's about finding what you enjoy doing. And it doesn't have to be, it could be sports, it could be art, it could be writing, it could be reading, but find an outlet that gives you peace of mind. And that balance with your diabetes, on the days when diabetes is very, very hard, you know that you look forward to your dance class, you're looking forward to your art class, or whatever you need to do. But I genuinely think that you need to do things to keep you happy. And because a happy mind also is happy sugars.
Oh.
Because stress plays a huge impact on our sugars. If I am stressed at work, you will see it on my graph. So you have to find things that make you happy, be with friends, do something consistent, add discipline into your life, and you will be not only happier but a healthier body as well. So I really encourage people with any chronic condition to find something that gives them peace and happiness, and consistently and with discipline do that.
Absolutely. That is an important point. I think everyone should take it. So, Jazz, since you travel a lot for diabetes, you come across a lot of people. So, I would like to know one memorable experience that you have come across.
I'll go back right to the beginning of why I started diabetes. And it's not memorable in a great way, it's memorable in a very shocking way. But that's what actually made me start diabetes, because I had gone to Kutch for a health camp. I had gone with my doctor and he had said, please come and all that. And till that time, I did not know a single other person with diabetes. And it was a rural village, and there was a father, and he had two sons. And one of his son had type 1, the other one did not have type 1. Unfortunately, the one that did not have type 1 passed away in a car accident. So I was offering my condolences, and I was like, I'm really sorry for your loss, and this, that. And what he said is stuck with me, and that's what made me actually start. And he said, मेरा बेटा मर गया, पर अफसोस की बात है कि मेरा अच्छा बेटा मर गया.
Oh.
And when he said that, I was like, something has to be done. So for me, that is something I always go back to as why I started. On days I'm feeling like, yaar, nahi karna, it's hard work and things are not changing and policy is not changing, I go back to that one line that has stuck with me through life. Because that's genuinely what pushed me to, and it made me see the stigma that surrounded type 1 diabetes, and it made me see that not everyone has insulin. It made me see my own privilege, that the only reason I'm able to survive today is because I was lucky enough to be born into a family that can afford insulin. And that is what made me realize that health is a right, it's not a privilege.
Right.
So that is something that's very memorable, not in the best way, but it made me start a journey that in the future had a lot more very happy and memorable experiences, with meeting advocates from across the world, from meeting amazing healthcare professionals across the world, and gave us a platform that is what we're using to try to make a better impact and change.
Wow, that is very, very emotional. And so health is what you just said.
Yeah,
health
it's a
is
right.
It's not an option. We have to take care of our health.
Yep.
We have to work towards it. That's a good idea. Yes. Jazz, there are so many children these days coming up with diabetes or any other chronic condition. What would you say to parents who are dealing with this? How can they make it better for their children, feel more supported?
That's such an important point, and I think the message I always give to any parent is that they need to accept their child's condition first. Oftentimes what we find is when kids are younger, even when I was 13, I accepted it because I didn't know any better. When you're young, you don't realize whether this is something that's what kind of impact it's gonna play in your life. You're young, you think ठीक है हो गया है, injection लेना है, रोज ले लेंगे. The parents are the ones that actually resist.
Yeah.
So at that time, because they're vulnerable, because their entire world has shifted, rightfully so, They start searching for alternative cures. They start searching for ways to stop insulin. They start searching for any kind of hope that
कोई
can
भी
help.
मिल जाए,
कुछ
कुछ भी
भी मिल
बता
जाए,
दे,
कुछ भी try
हाँ,
करेंगे.
correct.
Not realizing that that is actually impacting the child more negatively. When you tell your child that this, all these kind of things is telling the child subconsciously that something is wrong with you. You are different. We are doing so much because you are not okay.
Yeah.
It is in that moment I would just like to tell the parents, just unconditionally love your child, accept the condition first, because only then the child is going to be able to really thrive. And I think that's what my parents did. They sort of accepted it right off the bat. We didn't go searching for alternative cures, and they were my biggest advocates. So all the parents, your child can't speak out for themselves when they're so young. So when some other rishtedar is coming and saying, "Arey arey bichari beti, ye hua hai, hamare sath bhi hua hai."
हाँ.
But my mom and dad were my rock solid support to stand up for me and say, "What's wrong with her? Nothing is wrong with her."
Yes.
And that gave me the confidence to vocally speak out about my condition, to not hide it. A lot of parents have told their kids, go to the bathroom and take injections. Sabke samne nahi lena hai. Again, you're telling the kid something is wrong with you. So advocate for them, stand up for them with confidence, and more than anything, love them unconditionally with full acceptance.
So I think supporting the child in this manner can really bring about a big change in the thought process and how others are also thinking.
Exactly.
And creating an impact on the mental health of the child.
Absolutely. It's not just about the child, it's also the way you advocate for them, tell society around you of, listen, there's nothing wrong, and it will help break stigma, which is
correct.
A big thing that we need to do in this country.
Yes. So, Jazz, what's next on Diabesties? What are the upcoming projects? Anything new or exciting there?
We're doing a lot of work on stigma right now. As I said, I think stigma is something that I'm very passionate about breaking. So we're doing some work around collecting insights and data as to what does stigma look like in different parts of the world. Diabetes stigma in India looks very different than what it looks like in the West. And there's not a lot of data and research published about how can we design interventions to deal with different types of diabetes stigma. So the project is called Unseen. So we're working on that right now. We're doing a lot of work with government now. So we're working with RBSK, we're working with different kinds of state governments to, again, perpetuate the Access Project and the Education Project. My goal is basically to make sure that there is a dedicated diabetes center in every district in India.
Oh.
So it's a very ambitious goal, but I think slowly that is where we want to go.
Absolutely. I wish you all the very best for
Thank
this,
you.
and I'm sure you will be there. And it will help a lot of people.
That's the hope. That's the dream.
Yes. So yes, we've already, I think probably we have answered this question, but we can't skip it. You have to tell us what is the ripple you want to create.
I think I want anybody with a chronic condition, especially type 1 diabetes, to feel like it's not a disability, but what I say, it's this ability to live a life full of grace and gratitude, and not survive but thrive with any condition. I keep saying that make your mess your message. And if you have type 1 diabetes, which seems very messy at first, use that to advocate, use that to live a life of discipline, and use that to genuinely live an empowered life happily.
Fantastic. So Jazz, myths तो हमने मतलब बताने ही हैं लोगों को, because सोचते क्या हैं, होता क्या है, illnesses कुछ होती है, लोग कुछ ना कुछ ट्रीटमेंट अपनी मर्जी से कर रहे होते हैं, या फिर लाइफस्टाइल में भी ऐसे चेंजेस करते हैं जिसका कोई इम्पैक्ट होता ही नहीं है. With diabetes, there are a lot of myths.
Absolutely.
And the most common ones are here with us, which I would like people to know and understand from you. How can they, bust those myths?
This is my favorite game. I'm ready.
So the first one is here. If you have diabetes, you are more likely to catch flu.
No, anybody is absolutely same to catch the flu. Adding diabetes may make that flu slightly harder to heal sometimes. If it's the healing may be slightly affected, but catching it, same for everyone.
Okay. People with diabetes can't have sugar or sweets.
Absolute myth. In fact, I love having chocolate cake. The idea is moderation. The idea is how do you moderate it? How much? If you're type 1, you can have a small amount of sweet, but you need to take a little bit more insulin for that. Count your carbs correctly. It's called carb counting, but it's absolutely a myth that you can't have it. I have it. So
I think this is one of the biggest.
yes,
So,
exactly.
because the disease itself is called sugar ki
Sugar
bimari.
ki bimari.
Okay. Type 2 diabetes is a mild form of diabetes.
Yeah, again, not true at all. The difference is that type 2 diabetes is insulin resistance, which means your body is producing insulin, but either the absorption is affected or it's not producing enough. Whereas type 1 diabetes is insulin deficiency, which means our body is not producing it. Both are hard to live with. So I think
Oh.
to call one mild and to call one more serious is doing a injustice to
Huh.
both the conditions. Treatments are different for both, and pathologies are different for both, but both are difficult to deal with. So there's
Hmm.
nothing like mild and severe.
Okay. You can't drink alcohol if you have diabetes.
Again, it's all about moderation. You just need to know what that alcohol does to your sugars, right? So with certain times, if you're having something neat, it might reduce your sugars because the liver is not able to produce that glycogen. If you need to be a little careful about the chasers you're having. If you have juice, it'll again raise your sugars. So just being aware of what type of alcohol will affect your sugars, but you absolutely must enjoy a drink if you drink, and like there's no rule that you can't.
Okay, I don't think then खाने से कुछ भी diabetes का बहुत, everything is in moderation.
It's in moderation. You just need to know what affects your sugars.
Hmm.
So we say carbs, fast acting carbs will affect our sugars first. It's better to have a little bit more fiber. It's better to have foods that are low glycemic index. आप खा सब सकते हो,
Correct.
right? But उसको आपको कैसे खाना है, कितने medication के साथ खाना है, that's the game.
That's the balance.
That's the balance.
Yeah. So diabetes is only caused by eating too much sugar.
It is not caused at all by eating sugar. So with type 1, like I said, autoimmune, no matter how much sugar you have eaten or not eaten, if you have the autoimmune antibody, wo aapko hoga. Type 2 is more lifestyle related, more to do with things like stress, obesity, more weight, sedentary lifestyle. So if you're not active, these are the reasons. So not caused by eating too much sugar.
Okay. People with diabetes can't exercise or play sports.
They absolutely must exercise and play sports, because one of the key metrics, we say that type 1 diabetes or any diabetes has 4 main parts, right? Insulin, monitoring, diet, and exercise.
Okay.
Exercise improves insulin sensitivity. तो आपका body जिस तरीके insulin से respond करेगा, that is severely dependent on exercising. So we recommend at least 45 to 1 hour, like 45 minutes to 1 hour exercise for people who have diabetes. So
Okay.
they must exercise.
Yes. Insulin treatment is a sign of treatment failure. मतलब कुछ काम नहीं किया, एंड में जाके हमें इंसुलिन लेना ही पड़ेगा, मतलब हमारा वो बुरा स्टेज आ गया है. This is a very common myth.
Right. So I think again that's because people don't understand the difference between the types, right? For type 1 diabetes, you only have insulin as an option. There is no other treatment. For type 2, there are a lot of type 2s who come onto insulin because other medication may not be suiting them, may not be working correctly, or maybe they have other lifestyle changes that they still need to do before that insulin can start working. It does not mean it's the last resolve. Insulin has become villainized because of this mindset, what you just said.
Right.
So the idea is to understand is that insulin हमारे body में already naturally produce हो रहा है. अगर हमारे body में वो काम नहीं कर रहा है, हमें बाहर से लेना पड़ेगा. It's as simple as that. So there is no treatment failure for type 1. It is the only treatment. So please don't villainize insulin.
Yes. Diabetes medications cause more harm than they do any good.
Again, a complete myth. Again, the idea is you have to compensate your body for what it's not doing. Nowadays, the technology and the medications are very, very safe. Not taking those medications can actually cause more harm. So this myth to be avoided.
Yes. So once you start diabetes medication, you have to take it forever.
For type 1, yes, you have to take it forever. For type 2, you can change, right? So sometimes if you really work on your lifestyle, you really work on your diet, you lose weight, you do stress management, it could be that your type 2 also can go into remission. I will never say reversal because that is a myth.
Oh, reversal is different.
Yes, type 2 diabetes cannot be reversed. It goes into remission, which means if you don't keep it that way, you can get it again.
Okay.
Because there is family history, because it is a little bit of, hereditary. So it can go into remission, which means that you could stop your medication, but you need to continue to have that same, whatever you've done to bring it there. So that way, it is that way that type 2, you can sort of change your medication over the years and over treatment.
And you can try.
You
matlab,
can try
doses.
different things. Yes.
हाँ.
With type 1, you can never ever stop insulin.
Okay, got it. I think we got a lot of internal info on diabetes.
Yes.
Thank you, Jazz.
Of course, I'm very happy to like spread more facts when there's so much myths going around in the world.
ये बहुत ही मोटिवेटिंग था, इम्पैक्टफुल था, पावरफुल था और सभी को बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला अबाउट डायबिटीज टाइप 1 and how to deal with it, how to be with the condition and go through it so gracefully. So Jazz story is a powerful reminder कि हमारे greatest challenges ही हमारे सबसे बड़े strengths हो सकते हैं और उसकी journey while navigating through type 1 diabetes to empowering others with initiatives like Diabesties and Neve shows that when you turn your pain into purpose, the impact is big. The impact is limitless. Stay tuned for more impactful stories, guys. If you have anyone around you who deserves this spotlight, please DM us or write their names in the comment section. Stay tuned for another episode of The Ripple Effect Show.